Hey everyone, this is Al Backlandis here, Managing Director of Architecture and Platforms here at KINETIQ. Welcome back to our KINETIQ Foresight application where we're taking you through financial planning within business performance planning dynamics. In this video, we're going to be talking all about HCM planning, which is a different version of the headcount planning that you saw before in our previous workforce planning video. Right here, you're going to have the option to be able to take your HRIS system, such as for example, Dynamics HR, UKG, ADP, or other systems, ingest that data into Microsoft Business Performance Planning, and then give your team the ability to run what-if scenarios for things like department movements, as well as the ability to see different scenarios and compensation, as well as FTE impact across your organization. This allows you to find the right exact position planning so that you can submit your budget, not only for your P&L forecast and budget, but also submit it back to your dynamic system for full consolidation planning. I'd like to give you some examples of how your team is going to be able to do driver-based planning for your organization. On here, what you can see is our matrix planning setup right here. We have options like FTE counts, monthly hours and rates, as well as a monthly salary projection, with the ability to finalize our salary depending on whether or not this position is a salary-based or an hourly-based employee. So as an example right here, I can use the fill right function to be able to say, hey, this position is going to be 5 positions right here. We're going to go ahead and submit that, and we'll immediately see the impact on our organization. In this case right here, you can see the 5 FTEs added a total position count for the end of the year for us, and our final salary was adjusted to be 5 times the monthly salary amounts right here. In addition to that, we're also going to have the ability to add new positions as we wish. So if there's a position we believe we're going to hire, it doesn't exist in our systems, we can add it directly from business performance planning. Let me show you how. On here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click the full screen mode. What you can see right here is I have the option to be able to add new positions by hitting the plus button right here. We can also turn these features off. By committing this change, I can immediately add this position to my matrix planning, as you're going to see in a second. You can see now that this position has been added right here. So now we have the option to be able to plan on it. So if I wanted to, for example, go ahead and say that we're going to have 5 individual FTEs for this position throughout the month with a monthly salary of $10,000. We can go ahead and commit that change and see that change right here. And immediately you can see the impact on our organization on here. Now, let's talk about being able to copy data between scenarios right here. You can see we have 2 scenarios, forecast and what if on here. I have the option to be able to move that data in between both of these. By using the copy function right here for forecast to what if, we can go ahead and make this change right here within the system. So you can see that I have the option to be able to change this to what if, save, and then go ahead and copy, and we'll see that these values are immediately going to match. Now you can see the totals are matching on this one. What I can also do is I can also change department movements on here. This is another option that's available to us where we can change the department movements for an organization. So for example, for this particular person right here, we can say that they are not going to be working within this department for the rest of June, but within this department right here, we're going to start them here. And we can go ahead and apply their monthly salary right here of $12,083. When we do that, this is a department movement, so it's a net change right here, meaning that nothing's changing externally, but internally we're moving positions between departments. You can now see on here that the department movements have been adjusted. And finally, what we can do is we can go now into scenario selection where we can see where there are increases and decreases in our departments and start to do simulations on here. We hear constantly that companies are looking to do this sort of headcount management planning on here. Now you're going to have the option to do so. We hope you enjoyed this video. In our next one, we'll be covering all around CapEx planning for the depreciation aspect of your P&L reporting for forecasting and budgeting. Thank you, and this is Alp signing out.